I have seen Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey in IMAX 70 mm. In layman's terms, I thought it was alright. Was it worth all the hype? Not necessarily. After seeing like the first 5 minutes, 6 minutes, whatever, very early on to the movie in 70 mm, I thought it was fine. It was just a big screen. See, why? Because I had no visual representation of what I would be missing if I was to go watch it in a standard format. Was the movie an amazing spectacle? When is it just wow? And I'm not trying to say that sarcastically. It was just wow because of the fact that there was little to no CGI. Searching it up, the only CGI used was to remove cables and this and that, but all the monsters and everything was practical, and it was awesome, and you can see that. It, but story-wise, how much can I speak to the story? I do not have a connection to the Odyssey of writing papers for school because I never read it in elementary, middle, high school, or college. Never done any papers on it. The most I read about it was a book that I got at Barnes & Noble, and I stopped reading it up until the point where Odysseus got back to Ithaca. So the story itself, prior to that, it was fine. I was confused of, okay, we're here, we're doing this, we're trying to do that. I don't like that they changed the Mr. Nobody scene with the Cyclops, which I was really looking forward to. So faithful to the Odyssey, the original story, not so much, and that kind of annoys me because the Odyssey is probably the most well-known story out there. Well, maybe not everybody knows the context of it, but everybody knows the name the Odyssey and what it's referring to, at least for the most part. And for them to change the ending, it was just like, what are we doing here? Okay, now looking into other reviews and how Christopher Nolan's direction for the movie, it kind of makes sense why I left out the Mr. Nobody scene and changing the ending. And so, in regards to the movie, it makes sense, but faithful to the original source material, at least from what I can tell and what I've researched, no, and that bugs me. Also, it feels like a 3-hour movie because I'm not really familiar with the Odyssey, like I've stated already in this video, about the lessons it's trying to teach, and whatever lessons it's trying to teach, it just kind of drags on and whatnot throughout the movie, at least in my opinion, to the point where it was just cool to see the story, I guess, be brought to life in the massive spectacle with little to no CGI. So that's just my opinion because I have no attachment to the Odyssey, and walking away from the movie, I was just like, cool. I probably do want to read the Odyssey or finish reading it, but other than that, let me know your thoughts in the comments. But yeah,